Nick Grant, the boys.
Sir.
Yeah, so I mean, like, take us from the top, brother. Let's start with Nick. Let's start with the young buck. Take us from the top, bro. Like, who is Nick Grant? And then take us from like where you started and like to the studio. Like, who is Nick Grant?
What? Okay. How long you been in Atlanta now?
Since 02.
Okay, so wow.
Man. How about that? Miss C. Williams.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Miss Williams.
Shout out to Miss C. Williams.
Shout out to
Stop kicking niggas out of class.
trying to listen to T.I. during class, getting kicked out. You remember?
That was a long time ago. Like,
Yeah.
Radio Disney, baby.
Man, y'all would make
Disney Cruise.
Disney Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. That was just Pop Tarts yesterday. All in on a college budget, so.
Noodles and Pop-Tarts, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I survive on, but keep going, my boy.
You know, I discovered music like, you know, any other kid, man. Just, you know, watching his mom clean up to like, you know, soul records and an older brother.
It's like, when was the moment when it went from being a hobby to something that you're ready to pursue fully?
For me, I took it serious when like the rappers that I look up to was saying the same thing I was saying.
Yeah, what?
That's you. Shit, can't get my progressive.
Yeah. So like, so you have that moment, and then when is it that the people around you started saying the same thing? Where it's like, you know what? I would rather listen to Nick right now than everybody else. And then you kind of get that
It took a minute, you know.
Yeah.
It took a minute. I had to keep doing it. Myself.
Word,
So to stay confident.
well, one thing I saw, yo, I heard you don't smoke or drink.
Nah,
Like house slave. How do you do that? I just drank 21. I've been drinking for like 6 years. I've been an alcoholic since like 4th grade.
That's where it all started. Hey, we all know how to
Hey, you know how life is, man.
It's just something that I never chose to do, man. I saw like in my neighborhood. I'm from South Carolina, like I said. Like, I just saw
What part?
Walterboro, it's like Charleston, Columbia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw what it could do to people, man. I didn't want that for myself. So I kind of stayed away.
I feel you.
One for us.
I see what they can do, and that's why I was like, let me get some of that.
I'm gonna tell you it's funny though, cause like coming here, obviously I've been here like shit, I was probably here when y'all was in the 5th grade for real, like what y'all talking, you know, like. But I remember coming here, driving here today, just now tonight rather, and just thinking about just college radio. Me personally, like I got a lot of history with college radio. I love college radio. Like I grew up during the era of like Nas, Biggie, Wu-Tang, all of that. Listening to the Stretch Armstrong and Barbito show, listening to Martin Moore show. Like these shows used to come on like Wednesday, Tuesday nights from like 2 to 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So it was literally like, it was work. It wasn't like, you know, honestly it's 9 o'clock right now, this is easy. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I would come home from high school, I would come home from school and take a nap, set my alarm clock, you know what I'm saying? And wake up and like listen to radio and record music and all of that. So, you know, from that, I went to one of my first experiences, like in the music business, was working records at college radio.
Wow.
You know, this is back when I know my man Amir remember the Gavin Report. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, I used to work records and stuff. So I mean, other than that, like, I grew up as a fan of hip hop, and I'm from New York. So I mean, for real, like, it was all around me. It was one of those things where I look at it like, I feel like I was destined from the standpoint of like I was always around the you know, living in Brooklyn, like, you know, I was around just people that were in the business, people that were DJs, people that were rapping, and lived in the Bronx, the same thing, to even when I moved to Jersey. So it was like I was always just in the element of it. I always just had a love for it, you know, so that kind of evolved into me being on the business side. I never wanted to be an artist, I never wanted to be a DJ. I just always kind of like looked up to like the Russell Simmons and the Dame Dashes and the Master P's, and you know what I'm saying, like dudes that really had the business voice more so than the artistic voice. But at the end of the day, it's like when you look at the people who are on top of the game, it's still back to lyricism.
That's true.
It's still back to J. Cole, the Kendricks, you know what I'm saying? Even, I mean, take somebody like Nas, who's been around forever, but still like on that level. You know what I'm saying? Drake, you know, Big Sean, like these dudes is rapping, man.
That's
You know, like and
That's real.
And other cats is kind of running in circles, and it's what I call seasonal music.
So, kind of going off of that, you're a young guy and you're being managed by, you know, a guy like this, right? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like what is? Yeah, what is that?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, no,
I gotta hang out with y'all more.
Yeah, you do. Like, constant ego boost. You can always get them.
Be on the campus.
I'm that dude, man. Like, hey, y'all remember my boy Jason? Kill him.
Hang out with us, you're gonna hang out with Graham. Anyway, so yeah, man, like, if you're a new artist, like, that's a huge up, man. Like, management, like, experience like that. You know, artists get paid for that. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, bring money.
He does.
The show, so that's
They look at us like, you know, I'm good for it. Just give me like a couple years.
Nah,
I
but
got
seriously, I kind of related to like, you know, humbly, like Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, my mom.
Oh, yeah. Shoot your shot, bro.
Right, absolutely. This guy, like, I hope some of this stuff that he has that goes on, man, this insatiable, you know, hunger that he has for the knowledge, man. I see him, I like how he moves, it's like effective.
I mean, like,
His track record speaks for himself, so you're
it
in
does.
good company, right?
But like, even centered on the song, I mean, you got strong lyricism, right? I mean, like, so tell me, so tell me, like,
You might need to sit over here on the couch,
For me, I think we're pretty much in the same boat, just up and coming, so.
Yeah,
For me, I think it's just like,
Need a job.
stay down and be positive.
right.
Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
Word.
They always get you.
I think, excuse me, I'm gonna say, I think, like, you know, you guys got obviously a great platform, you know, just being on the radio every week. So I think at the end of the day, just open your doors up to the community, you know what I'm saying, so that y'all can meet, you know, obviously whoever you feel like is relevant, you know, in the market. You got a great magnet to meet people, about bringing people up here. Like, y'all gotta get that energy, man. Like, I feel like, yo, like, be that place, man. You gotta set yourself aside from, you know, the norm, right, which is commercial radio. Y'all should be that place. Like, yo, we're gonna invite you up, we're gonna put you on the spot. Like, you get mad, we're gonna call security, get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think, like, just go hard with it. That's why, yeah.
like the perfect
Like
day.
the perfect day. Damn. I mean, you know, I got a little boy, so you know it's always sweet when I can kick it with him, and then on my perfect day, you know, that evolved into just kind of just no work. That, like, that's a typical day of work, right? So to me, it's like no work. You know, if I can get like a good check in the mailbox, that's a great day. You know,
Another common theme we've heard before.
you know what I'm saying? Checks are
Money
usually
does
good
help.
to add to my day, of course, you know, and
Right.
for real, just doing, I think, whatever it is that makes you happy. Obviously, all of us, we got different things that we do to relax, that make us happy, and we do in our spare time, and we just enjoy doing. So it's definitely, you know, it involves us with those things, as well as kind of, you know, seeing a nice lady friend or two or three. Or
At the same time, perhaps. I don't know. Whatever happens.
Hey, I just said my ideal day. You know, and getting home and just being safe, man, and just, you know, enjoying yourself, man. That's really what it's all about, being at peace and enjoying yourself.
Like I said, family, we got my mother make sure. That's why I get my energy from. Just making sure they good. A lot of jazz music. I listen to a lot of jazz music. Females, of course.
They help us all.
Yeah.
Word.
And being in the studio is like my number one.
Yeah.
It's my release.
Grinding. Yo, my name is DJ Marlon Brando, and I'm in the studio with my homie.
DJ Daniel Song, and we're with Grand Hustle CEO Jason Jeter and his artist Nick Grant.
And we're in the motherfucking mix.
Tuesdays at 9, baby.
Let's get it.